Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to winter as well, actually. I hate this time of year. This time of year gets too cold, skin starts to get dry, and you're just thinking to yourself, what is going on, man? The only one good thing that comes out of it is there's some great coffees that come in winter. Well, anyway, so we're back with a new feature, and the new feature is Coffee of the Month. So if you subscribe to our newsletters, which we are consistently sending out every single month, you will know that there's a section in our newsletter which is Coffee of the Month. Every month we pick our favourite coffee that we get, so we buy pretty seasonally. We buy very seasonally here at Rounton Coffee, and that goes out to our subscribers every month. So if you subscribe to our newsletter but also subscribe to our coffee subscription, you will have noticed that Coffee of the Month coincides with the coffee you get if you're a subscriber. So what better place to start with Coffee of the Month than with El Salvador, Los Pirineos, Pacamara Natural. So Pirineos, Los Pirineos. I had the fortunate opportunity to go out there last year in February and visit the farm. Farm is absolutely stunning. I'm going to run some footage and you'll be able to see, on top of a volcano, amazing meticulous attention to detail at this place. They've got an amazing nursery with hundreds of different varietals which he's experimenting planting out on his farm. Elevation probably from 1100 to probably around 1800 metres above sea level. And Pacamara is what he's known for. So a bit of a background on Pacamara. So Pacamara is actually a crossbred varietal between the Pacus variety and the Maragosipe variety. So a little bit of background on varietals and things like that. I'm going to link below the World Coffee Research Organisation website. You can jump on there. There's a really good catalogue of all the different varietals in coffee. It gives you a little bit of a rundown on cup quality, whether they're susceptible to disease and insects, what their basically yield is like. It's just a really good catalogue if you're interested. And then I'm also going to give you the link to Perfect Early Grind. If you're into your coffee, subscribe to them guys, because they're sending out articles and blog posts pretty much daily on a range of things within specialty coffee, from roasting to cupping to brewing to coffee varietals to everything really, origin and everything. So I'm going to link them below. But a little background into, I guess, the varietal itself. So you have got a cross between Pacus and Maragosipe. So Pacus varietal was found by the Pacas family in El Salvador. Basically, they were growing red bourbon varietals, and within that red bourbon varietal, one tree started to grow which was different. That tree was a little bit smaller, had a little bit tighter, I think they're called nodes, internodes, where the yields were a lot higher, so they was producing more coffee beans. And what they found was this varietal was resistant to leaf rust and attack from insects, basically. It's a bit of a trooper, and it definitely gives you good yields. So the Pacus was there, and then through testing and everything like that, the cup quality was okay, but it could have been better, so then that's where they bred it together with Maragosipe. Maragosipe is a huge tree, gives off really huge beans, and just looks really impressive, and it's got a really good cup quality. So mixing them two together has produced something which gives you really good yields, really beautiful tasting cup of coffee, and is just, like I said, probably known as one of the best varietals there is out there. So what better coffee to choose than the Pacamara Natural? Gilberto Barona, who owns Pirineos, like I said, meticulous eye for detail, is constantly striving to get better and better quality coffees every year. He's every year he enters in the El Salvadorian Cup of Excellence, and he absolutely smashes it. So he's always in the top 10. His coffees are always in there. He's won it a few times as well. There was a few lots to choose this year, but we picked the Pacamara Natural, and we're gonna taste it. I'm gonna taste it. I'm gonna explain what I'm tasting. I'm gonna brew it with the cafetiere method. So all I need really is some coffee. And there we go. Coffee. I mean, it smells so rich. Like, one thing I love about El Salvadorian coffees is they are the coffee lovers' coffee. What I get is a really rich, aromatic, almost like maybe a cooked down fruit. Like, it's so sweet and fragrant and aromatic on the nose, but you also get those really nice, subtle chocolatey notes in there as well. I mean, perfect autumnal coffee as well. It just, on a morning, 7 o'clock in the morning for your first brew, this is what you want to be waking up to. It's beautiful. I can't say anything else. It is beautiful. And have that smell and that fragrance running around your house on a morning after you've freshly ground that. There's no better place to be. Right, we're going to brew it now. So let's brew. Right, we're brewed. I've only brewed a small pot here, so I've used 32 grams of coffee to 500 grams of water for those of you who want to know. Let it steep for 4 minutes, break the crust, let the crust fall down to the bottom, and then give it another, as long as you can really, probably 6 to 10 minutes, and then you want to just pour it out. It's going to be pretty warm, but we'll have an initial taste. You're picking up those rich, sort of fruity tones in there, and then sort of nutty and chocolatey as well at the same time. It just smells like a beautiful El Salvadorian coffee. Wow, and you get this initial hit straight away as soon as you take it in of just pure sweetness. It just hits you, and that's what a natural coffee does. A good natural or well processed natural will give you. So you get a really good hit of acidity. So that acidity gives you a really good mouthfeel, really good body on there as well. Surprisingly clean for a natural, and I mean, I'm excited to drink this, but I've probably been drinking this all week on a morning, and it just gets better and better every time I drink it. So yeah, it gives you a really rich, luxurious mouthfeel, full of acidity that really good high quality specialty coffee gives you, full of fruitiness, but then there's an underlying sort of, I don't want to say savouriness, but it's definitely got depth, rich, complex flavours that are just, it lingers in your mouth for such a long time, and you just want more and more. Like, this is actually cooled quite well, so it's cooled probably to a really good temperature to be drinking. But absolutely high class quality coffee. Probably, I'm going to say, probably one of the best coffees we've had in Rounton for a while. Well, not for a while, but this year. It's definitely up there, in my opinion, with some of the best. And yeah, I just can't get over, like, your saliva jets are just going. They pick up on that acidity straight away, and that lingering richness just gives you everything you want from a quality cup of coffee. Now, I could go on all day just like reeling off how much I love this coffee and how great it is. Some of you subscribers will have already received this because I think we sent it out last week. I hope you're enjoying it. If you don't subscribe to the newsletter, you can jump onto the website www.roundcoffee.co.uk and get onto the website. We send it out Like at the beginning of every month, it'll detail a few things that are going on with us, and then it'll give you the coffee of the month, so you'll know in advance what this video is going to be about. But these videos, just to back it up, just to back the coffee of the month up, really enjoying this. This is going to be, well, I say it's going to be around for a while, but you just never know. I mean, at the moment, it seems to be shifting really well. Bit higher in price than the normal coffees, but it's well worth it. Go and grab yourself a bag, and thanks for watching. Stay focused. Oh man, that is outstanding.